Niagara 124, your source for food, entertainment, news, and jibber jabber. Put on your thinking caps, figure out who's stalking me, and prepare for your debriefing on current events. This week on 124, would you buy a ticket on the Titanic? That's it. That's all we got, folks. I mean, we have some other stories, but really, there's nothing to talk about. Oh, Donald Trump won New Hampshire! Woo! All this and more on 124. Hello, everybody on this fabulous Friday, February 12th, 2016. As always, I'm Nico. Bah! And this is Niagara 124. So, we have some interesting things to talk about today, I guess. But first, let's talk about the weather. With today's special guest, James. Yes, I've come back for the sole reason of telling people the weather. Oh, well, that's quite interesting, James, so tell us the weather. It's bloody cold. And that was James with the weather. So yes, in case you didn't know, we're under a winter storm warning and a wind chill advisory tomorrow. Expected wind chill, negative 29 degrees. So all you people living here on campus that have to, walk from place to place, yeah, what a shame. Isn't it great to be a commuter? It's simply wonderful. We have so many stories to talk about, so many. Like this many. You can't see how many fingers I'm holding up, so you think that there's a lot of stories. There aren't. What a shame. I would like to remind you that you're listening to WNIA, Niagara University's Mix and More Radio. I'm contractually obligated to say that because my general manager is hovering over me creepily.
Yeah.
Yes. It's kind of terrifying, actually.
Could be worse.
Also, if you guys love us and actually want to give me something to talk about, it's so lonely here. Bobby's just being surprisingly quiet or only making raptor noises. You know how it is. You can tweet us at Niagara124. All of our old episodes are up on YouTube, and they're actually up because I put them up and did my job. They're up on our YouTube, Niagara1/24. Go to our Facebook page, Niagara1/24, and follow our mascot at Sheepy Niagara. She's very popular. Very popular. It's creepily weird how popular a cartoon sheep could be, but go Sheepy. And as always, if you want to call into the studio, because you can call into the studio and it actually works, it is 716-286-7315. So, General Manager.
Yes, Nico.
What do you want to talk about today, General Manager, in the background?
I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, isn't it great when you have a silent co-host and a General Manager who does nothing?
Well, there's not really much to do. I'm supposed to be going home in the next, 30 minutes.
Oh, that's right, folks. He's going home. Why is he going home, you may ask?
Because it's Valentine's Day weekend, and I have to prepare things and do nice things for my girlfriends. So
Yes, he needs to do nice things for his girlfriend. It's Valentine's Day. If you are in the front of Galley and want to buy a heart for the Wall of Love, they're $1. Only $1. And your significant other won't have to kill you because you didn't get anything for Valentine's Day. It is a way out. It will save your soul. It will save your life. It will change history. Come on. We have such beautiful hearts up there, such as To My One True Love, Bernie Sanders. Or I Heart Pizza. Or, of course, everyone's personal favorites. Dearest Nico, I'll be the star of your next music video. Winky face, #Mountie hello. Someone pointed that out to me yesterday. I am terrified. This has been going on for months. It started on Yik Yak, and now it's continued, and someone...
it's found its way to our
It's
wall.
found its way to our wall now. And according to the story, and I don't understand the story at all, but Chelsea was selling hearts, and she walked away to go buy Tim Hortons, leaving everything alone. Bad. But she returns, and lo and behold, there is a written out yellow friendship heart. It is a friendship heart, though. It's not a love heart, so that is nice. It is yellow.
There weren't many pink hearts.
Okay,
left
fine. There
anyway.
weren't pink hearts left, so they wrote it on a yellow heart, and there was $1 on top of it, and it was just written. And no one was there allegedly. I don't buy that story because that seems too ridiculous to be true. I mean, would the dollar just magically appear at a pre-written heart? Like, I don't know. The handwriting is way too good on it, too. We tried comparing it to the other hearts sold, but it's hard when people print letters and then write in full cursive on this one. Like, they purposely are trying to trick me. We have no idea who it is. If you would like to contact us, it's 286-7315. We want to know who you are. Or you can just tweet us. Or tweet Sheepy. Or tweet anybody. Or just whisper it into someone's ear, and eventually it will make its way to me. Because this is getting crazy. It's funny, but it's also kind of weird. I've never exactly had a weird kind of secret admirer before. Most of my admirers were not secret in the slightest. Shout out to Ron, who was walking by and gave us the double boom, hey, hand thing. Like he's like the Fonz or something. I don't even know what that was awesome.
He's not cool enough to be the Fonz.
Yeah, Ron is the coolest person on the planet. Shout out to Ron. Ron would want us to talk about sports. But since our co-host is being so quiet, we can't talk about sports.
That's unfortunate.
Is he okay? Poke him.
He doesn't want to move.
He's not moving much. Our co-host isn't moving.
That's really upsetting, actually.
That's kind of weird. Okay. Yeah, doesn't make much noise and doesn't really make any noise and doesn't move. Yeah. Weird.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah, it does. It sounds like a him problem.
Yeah, it really does.
It's kind of a you problem, Bobby. It's kind of a you problem.
Bubby.
Yeah, Bobby. I think the most beautiful thing, but Bobby will say nothing to it because he doesn't want to talk about it, is that his girlfriend wrote a love heart to Bernie Sanders instead of him, because that is exactly the type of thing she would do. Shout out to Bobby's girlfriend, Sam. Shout out to all the single people out there, like me, who, are just like single. Cool. We don't have to buy things.
At least you have a secret admirer.
Yeah, but I don't know how real that is. That's, it's about as real as a successful urban renewal plan in Niagara Falls. Ha ha ha! Joke that only like 2 people will get.
Yeah, the two people in this room.
Yeah, personally, I think that this whole love thing is just,
Artifice.
So I honestly think that the secret admirer is...
Artifice.
And this is kind of getting...
Unacceptable!
So, yeah.
Some of us like to believe in love, Nico. And some of us want to believe that there is someone truly out there for you.
Look, I
wanting you.
Look, I'm
wanting
hearing
to
that
be with
I'm
you.
hearing that somebody's watching me song in my head every time this hashtag Mountie Hello pops up.
Always forget that.
I'm like, how do they even find that hashtag? I used it on like nothing related. Maybe I
thought it
did
was-
use it on my Twitter. I don't know.
I thought it was on the actual video.
I don't
isn't it?
think it is.
It's
I
not in the
don't think it
description?
is on the actual video.
thought
If
you
you
put it in
guys
the
type in Mountie Hello on Google, you will find our video. It's great. And it currently has...
What, 800 views?
Oh, you silly goose. No. It has a loading screen. Gotta love the Wi-Fi in this place.
Purple Haze, everyone.
Purple Haze.
Shout out to Purple Haze.
Shout out to Purple Haze. No, it has, and I quote, oh geez, it's got more. No, it doesn't have the hashtag on it, but it's got 922 views,
Phenomenal.
which is up from 919 yesterday, which means someone keeps watching it. Probably my stalker. We'll say secret admirer because that's the politically correct term, I believe, but it's...
They're probably desperately in love.
Yes. Shout out to Akshay, because Akshay is awesome. No one even... I know there's a delay.
Yeah,
but
it's a huge
like,
delay.
is it that huge?
It's like 4.5 seconds.
How many mid-sized sedans would that cover?
At least 2.
At least 2. You heard it here first, folks. At least 2 mid-sized sedans.
At least 2. There can
At
always be
least...
more.
I said at least 2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna... You repeating?
I just want to emphasize it.
You wanna
Some people
emphasize.
kinda
At
underestimate
least...
that.
Oh! What is going on? So, yeah. Wait, what? What? No! You can't... But then who is he?
What?
Who is he?
What? Imposter!
Imposter! Okay, one of you is a robot. Is it the one that hasn't been talking and has been literally doing nothing but making occasional raptor noises? Or is it the one that just walked in here and has an evil person mustache?
And he thinks he's in the Matrix.
And thinks he's in the Matrix. Which one is it? Oh! Oh! He's being absorbed! He absorbed in the... The Atman is no different than the Brahman! Whoa. That was some serious Matrix stuff here.
What?
Oh. Hey, shout out to Jordan, who's standing creepily near the window. Jordan, are you the creepy stalker who keeps writing letters to Mountie Hello? Is it you, Jordan? She disappeared. You want to actually talk about news now? Oh, she's not. It's not her. We don't know who it is, Bobby. Someone wrote me a love note, a heart.
A love note on the outside?
Yeah.
Oh my.
And no one, and
you see
according to
it?
Chelsea,
Let me,
no one saw who purchased it because they just, like, someone with, Chelsea walked away from the table. When she came back, there was the written and $1 on the table. So we don't know who it is. And I've compared handwriting to everyone's. Yeah, it's right there. It says, "Dearest Nico, I'll be the star of your next video, winky face.
Amazing.
Hashtag Mountie Hello." It's terrifying. You want to actually talk about news now?
Can I have an introduction? I
Oh,
need,
sure.
Like 2 minutes. Hello, I'm here. I was in accounting class.
No, you weren't. You were here.
No, I wasn't.
Okay, there was someone here. We'll roll back the tape. Made a couple of raptor noises during the introduction. Jacob was here, poked him a couple times. He wouldn't move, he wouldn't blink, he wouldn't do anything. It was very kind of scary. And then he's here, and you walk in, and then you sit down and absorb into him, and it was weird.
Yeah,
It
I'm
was a
sorry I'm
weird
like
time.
15 minutes late. We were doing an in-class assignment in accounting, and I got
Yeah,
out
well,
late, so
you know
I
what?
like sprinted here. I'm out of a little bit unacceptable. All right.
Yeah, it's unacceptable, Bobby. It's okay. It's time to talk about the news.
time to talk about
Look
the
at
news.
how
Just
we have so much news,
straight into
right?
it,
Don't we
right
have
away.
so much news?
Yeah. Titanic 2.
Yes.
It's gonna sink again. It's gonna be beautiful.
So actually, it's funny. So there now, the Titanic 2 is going to set sail in like 2017 or something, and it's going to be like exactly like the original Titanic except safer, which is what they said about the first Titanic.
Is it gonna be safer?
Well, it's going from China to Dubai. There's no icebergs there. It's just gonna. But it's gonna sink anyway. They're selling like first, second, and third class tickets. Just so you know, if you buy a third class ticket, there was one bathroom for the entirety of third class. So go ahead, buy a third class ticket. I dare you.
From comments of friends who were talking about this, somebody's going to make it their job to make sure that boat sinks because they're either crazy or they're, and
it's gonna be.
And then
China.
somebody else says. Sam said we should buy you a ticket so you can go on Titanic.
I am not.
And then you can sink.
No. Jacob and I were talking about it because Jacob's a huge Titanic buff, and which I found out recently, which was kind of awesome. But no, we would never want tickets on that.
You don't want to go on
the
Titanic 2?
You couldn't pay me $1 million to go on the Titanic 2. That's how little I trust this thing. Royal Caribbean's Anthem of the Seas, the captain drove it straight into a hurricane.
Oh man.
It did not sink, which is surprising since those ships are really, really top heavy.
You should test it out with Titanic 2.
Yeah, they should try to see if the Titanic 2. If they built an Olympic 2, I would be impressed because there's three ships that were sister ships to Titanic. There's the Olympic, the Titanic, and the Britannic. The Britannic had a mine and sank. The Titanic hit an iceberg and sank. The Olympic was the first one. A boat crashed into it, put a giant hole in it. It did not sink. It ran over a U-boat in World War I. It literally crushed a U-boat, and it destroyed the Nantucket lightship because the Olympic was the real OG, man.
The real OG.
It was the real OG.
The real OG Olympic.
So, yeah, just don't go on a boat.
I'm on a boat.
Do not boat. Don't boat. Don't boat.
All right, Titanic 2.
Okay, so yeah,
not the movie, the boat.
No, the boat.
The movie's good, but the boat.
Have you seen Titanic 2?
No, I have not seen Titanic 2. I don't. What is it about? What do they do with it?
It's raise the Titanic.
Raise the Titanic.
They raise the Titanic.
So they do the reverse of what happens in the first movie.
Yeah, actually, except the bow comes up first. It's very weird. It's one really cool scene that bankrupted the entire company that made that movie, considering it was a really bad movie with really good special effects. New Hampshire.
What
Trump
about New Hampshire?
won New Hampshire.
Did Trump win New Hampshire?
Trump won New Hampshire.
Oh gosh.
And Bernie Sanders won New Hampshire. And scoring second in the lovely New Hampshire primary was John Kasich, who totally deserved it because he's the only one that knows what he's doing. Jeb was in third place, and then suddenly Ted Cruz gets 10,000 votes and gets third place. Because Ted Cruz are Canadian, Texan, Hispanic, Cuban, silly putty man in Congress.
He's an alien wearing a human skin.
He is totally a lizard person, and everything he does is like, oh, I am real. Yes, I am real boy. Want to go skateboards? I mean, that's what it is. He stands like an alien. He walks like an alien. His face looks like what people would try if they tried to make a mask of a human. Like, he's not, I don't think he's real. He's probably a nice guy, but nobody in the Senate likes him because he shut down the government and cost us a lot of money. Also, there was the debate, and they call Ben Carson's name, and Ben Carson didn't walk out. He just kind of stood there, and they have the camera on him, but they just start calling everyone else, so he just kind of starts walking back and forth, and he refuses to walk out. He doesn't know what to do, so he's just kind of standing there awkwardly during the debate. And then they call out Trump, and Trump refuses to walk out, so Trump just stands next to Carson,
Why are
and
they
they're in the
refusing
waiting
to walk
zone.
out?
Well, Carson just because he missed his call-out name and didn't know how to, they didn't cue it right, but they didn't call his name again, so he didn't know, like, am I supposed to walk? He didn't know what to do. Trump just refused to walk out because he wanted to go last, so he stands there and he's like, shoulder to shoulder with like Ben Carson in like solidarity. And they call Jeb Bush, and Jeb Bush just like smacks Trump on the back and walks by like, hey. Marco Robato.
Marco Robato.
Have you heard about this?
No.
Okay, so in the debate, he starts talking, and he's like, well, I believe we need to stop with this idea that Barack Obama does not know what he is doing. Barack Obama does know what he is doing. And Chris Christie responds, look, when you become president, you're going to have to do something other than your 25-second prepared speech. You're going to, with this 25-second prepared speech nonsense. Okay, Marco Rubio, he mentioned you. Well, we need to stop believing the idea that Barack Obama doesn't know what he's doing. Barack Obama, well, see, there he goes with his 25-second speech. And like Christie, like just tore him apart. Rubio's been having a bad week. On Wednesday, he was eating a frozen Twix bar because Marco Rubio's the kind of guy who would eat a frozen Twix bar.
I mean,
and he chipped his tooth.
Oh, okay.
He chipped his tooth.
That's kind of sad.
Or as the comments put it, he chipped his tooth on a Twix bar. He chipped his tooth on a Twix bar.
Okay.
There's people that dressed up as robots and showed up to his like town hall meetings and stuff, and were like, "I am here to see Marco Robato. I am here to see him as anybody." It was like,
let's talk about something else.
Okay, man. Let's talk about something else. Oh, it's time.
Is it time? What's the time for? Cheering?
I don't have
Lemon
any
grab
sound
unacceptable?
effect for this.
Fake applause sound Bible?
I got.
Oh,
Okay,
which one are you gonna click on?
Oh. I'm gonna use the cow sound, I guess. Zika virus.
Oh, the Zika virus.
I have
yeah.
no sound for Zika virus.
Again.
I don't have like an
The police
angry
siren.
sound.
There's a police siren.
Okay, fine.
Zika
It's
virus.
time for Zika virus.
It's time to arrest the Zika virus.
So, Obama is asking for $8.2 billion to fight the Zika virus.
Stop resisting Zika virus.
$8.2 billion to fight the Zika.
$8.2 billion.
Yes, to fight the Zika virus.
Okay.
Part of that's going to a vaccine, which U.S. health officials has stated will not be made for years.
Not being made for years. Is this in the United States? Like,
well, there's a couple cases, but the mosquito, there hasn't been much transfer yet.
It's not a big
but,
thing.
To put it in perspective, Obama is purposely trying to downplay. But give me back my sunglasses, Chelsea, right now. Right now. No.
All right, he's leaving. Oh, okay. He threw his headphones at me. All right, he's running. Okay, I'm just gonna watch. All right. Well, he's coming back.
Mine.
All right.
Where were we?
The Zika virus.
Oh yes. So
It's not a very widespread thing in the United States yet.
Yet. The Obama administration was criticized for their handling of Ebola,
Yes.
which actually cost a bunch of Democrats their seats in Congress, so that was a bad mistake. But Obama is trying to assure the public that that Zika is not as severe as Ebola by saying, and I quote, "You see, Zika, not a lot of people know. They have it. They don't even know. Symptoms aren't that big of a deal. It's not as bad as Ebola. It's not as bad. However, you need to understand, if you are pregnant, your baby's going to come out weird. So don't get Zika. But everyone else, it's not Ebola. It's not going to kill you. It's not going to do it. Ebola."
Good job. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Obama.
Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, one of our friends wanted to write a heart, but he was afraid it would be offensive because he wanted to write Broccoli Obama.
Broccoli Obama.
And he's like, "Oh, someone might be offended at that." I'm like, no one's going to be offended
Yeah.
at Broccoli Obama. Like, it's just stupid. It's not offensive.
I'm interested in the amount of hearts we have on this window here because
Yeah,
I sat out there for an hour and a half and I sold 2 hearts.
Yeah. When I sit out there, I don't sell a single one. When I go back to Bridget and say, "Buy another heart," she bought 3.
She bought 3 hearts? I know she bought 1 heart.
She bought 1 for the circle. She bought 1 that she tried to turn it back in, and then she gave it to someone.
Yeah, she took it.
Yeah, and then she bought a 3rd one today that says, "I heart pizza."
Pizza. Beautiful.
I still like the fact that did you write one to Sam?
No, I didn't. She wrote one to Bernie Sanders.
I know. That's why you didn't write one to her. I was gonna say, Bobby's like, "Oh, I'll write one to Sam," and then Sam's like, "I'm writing one to Bernie Sanders," and it's like, great. But we had already talked about that, and you were being weirdly quiet in the first 15 minutes of the show
because I
wouldn't respond.
wasn't here.
You were. I just hit my ear on the mic. So, let's talk about. So the production company behind Star Wars is getting sued. They're getting sued because Harrison Ford broke his leg. Hey, what's up? How's it going? How you doing? The tape is in the production studio. You'll see it. It's a giant roll.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That was our buddy Hurda.
Okay.
That is how we will pronounce his name from now on.
So Harrison Ford broke his leg.
Yeah, well, the Millennium Falcon came and just the door fell on his leg,
the
crushed
door
his
of the
leg.
Millennium Falcon
The door of the
fell on
Millennium
his
Falcon
leg.
literally crushed his leg.
Oh.
And there was an interview about it. and
This
they
was
were
during the
like-
filming
this was
of
during
The
filming
Force
of
Awakens?
Force Awakens, yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh. And so what ended up happening was it fell and broke his leg, but some of the interviewers yeah, but J.J. Abrams, dislocated 2 discs in his back trying to lift the door off of you. He worked hard for that. And Harrison Ford's like, he broke my leg. And we won't talk about spoilers.
Spoilers,
Because there's
yeah.
definitely a second part that you're really thinking.
Oh,
Speaking
well,
of debate,
Debate.
Chris Christie quit. Carly Fiorina quit.
Quit.
And I'm happy I'm happy that Hewlett Packard quit. I am angry at Hewlett Packard right now. Because my printer from 2010 decides that it does not recognize the print cartridges inside of it. You want to know why?
Why?
Because it's a Sam's Club refill. And I look online, and it turns out from 2001 to 2010, as part of a class action lawsuit that happened later that I did not know about, they were secretly putting in codes that would prevent refilled cartridges from being able to be used in their printers. So now, anytime I want to print something, I have to go through a series of button pushing just to get it to work.
Oh my gosh, you gotta press buttons to print stuff.
I know, but I gotta press a lot of buttons to print. I mean, Bobby, usually you could just click print,
Yeah,
print.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
I have to
yeah.
print, I have to hit the X and the power at the same time. Then I have to hit the upper button, the lower button, the middle button. Then I have to scroll through until I find information. Then I need to hit OK. Then I need to scroll through again until I get checksum, and I have to hit OK.
just-
Then I have to hit OK again. Then I have to hit X 3 times, and then I have to print.
Just buy a new printer and then not have to do that.
Do you know how much printers cost?
Not
Do you
a
know how
lot.
much HP ink costs?
I mean, you should buy
HP is expensive. That's why this is ridiculous. Oh, I'm sorry, your ink is older than a month. You could have HP ink, and if it's past warranty, it won't print. It's like, what? Hey folks, it's Lent.
It's Lent. I ate meat on Wednesday.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it into the Ridge Note. CJ asked me to be in a Ridge Note, and according to whatever it is, it's supposed to be oh, what are you giving up for Lent? And why are you giving that up? And I'm like, I'm giving up nothing for Lent. And I looked and I screamed that really loudly, just as everyone in campus ministry was walking by. But I had a reason behind it. Because if you read the Bible, you know that Jesus is the final sacrifice, and Jesus is the ultimate sacrifice to forgive the sins of the world and override the rules of Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, all of that. So, I would rather just do something or be nice to people or give.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's kind of ridiculous, but I don't think, it's a nice gesture. But as to tell people, you're not giving up anything. Yes, you gave up chocolate. Jesus was nailed to it. God gave up his only son to be nailed to a cross for hours on end.
I think it's okay to give up nothing.
You could.
It's okay to give up nothing because I spend so much time doing nothing, so I should get up and do something else,
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, we do nothing on a daily basis, so giving up nothing is great. We actually have to do something. So Twitter is changing their stupid thing.
Twitter's changing what?
Okay, so you know how Twitter goes in, newest first, reverse chronological order?
Yeah.
They're trying to make it more like Facebook, so just be it
It just
the
shows things
popular
randomly?
tweets now.
Oh, that's... I know, when I go on my Twitter app, I get, things you missed, and then I can exit off it. It says, did you like this? And every time I click no, and it keeps showing up.
Because it's forcing, they're trying to force it, and people are very angry about that, saying that this is the end of Twitter. So, guys, let's talk about sports.
The Super Bowl. The Superb Owl.
The Superb Owl. The Super Bowl, some people are like, oh, it was a good Super Bowl, and I'm like, no. The Super Bowl was meh.
It was meh.
The halftime show was meh.
The Broncos won somehow.
The Broncos won. Shocking. And it wasn't even the defense.
Yeah,
I've never seen in the history of history. You want to know how bad the offenses were on both teams? The offense of Carolina gets the ball, fumbles the ball, and the defense they fumble the ball in the end zone so the Broncos can recover it for a touchdown. Like, immediately. I'm just like, oh, this is a really... I actually went to go take a shower during the third quarter because I just gave up on the game. I was like, oh, this is just a waste of my time. Like, it was a very boring game. And the commercials were just crazy.
Yeah, puppy monkey baby.
Puppy monkey baby. My personal favorite was the Audi commercial.
Which one? There was like 8,000 car commercials.
The Audi commercial was the astronaut.
Okay.
The astronaut one with David Bowie playing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was the best commercial, okay? That was it. I mean, everyone thinks the Kevin Hart one was the best. That one was awesome.
Yeah. There were a few good commercials, and the rest were either car commercials or constipation medication commercials.
Yes, everything was about pooping. There was the little intestines guy. There was opioid constipation. There was, I mean, what were we watching? And then the halftime show is Coldplay.
You could barely hear like anything.
Yeah, why was he not Mike the poor guy?
I don't know if it was all their sound too, because you couldn't really hear Beyonce or Bruno Mars that well either. You're kind of just mumbling.
No, I'm just doing. That's exactly what the Super Bowl sounded like. Oh wait, no, hold on a second. I could do this better. Yeah, that was the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen.
They had lots of nice flower things though, so that was cool.
Yeah, but there was nothing. There
was no left shark. That's very disappointing.
No, he was the left shark.
He was the left shark.
Yeah. The lead singer of Coldplay was the left shark of the performance. He was just there awkwardly. Like everyone's like, "Oh, Beyonce came out." I'm like, "Oh, get over it. It's Beyonce." Oh, she's so empowering. It's Beyonce. Last time Beyonce was... You want to know what happened last time Beyonce was at the Super Bowl?
The power went
out. And guess who was there? The Broncos. And that's how the Broncos lost. Yep. The Broncos lost because Beyonce knocked out the power.
Super Bowl 50 halftime show brought to you by Oreos.
What?
Sponsored by Oreos.
It was
sponsored by Oreos.
No, it wasn't.
Because they had Beyonce, the lead singer of Coldplay, and then Bruno Mars.
That's offensive. Do you know that that's actually an offensive thing to say?
It's not that offensive. It's
no,
funny.
that's a go look it up.
Look it up?
Look it up, okay. Bobby. Don't say it out loud, but look it up. That's not... Yeah, it's time for me to say the views expressed in this show, not necessarily the views of this show myself.
As all things I say on the show is from Reddit.
Yeah, what he says is from Reddit, and you check yourself before you wreck yourself.
I don't know.
Usually
nobody else found it offensive.
I'm shocked.
I said it to other people and they didn't find it offensive.
Oh, okay.
And there were some colored people, so yeah. I'm not a very bad person.
You just use the... Okay, I'm not even playing this game.
Listen.
There was...
I'm just trying to explain myself a little bit.
So LeSean McCoy, LeSean McCoy, who's our superstar player in the Bills. He and a couple of his friends were in Philly, in a VIP lounge. 2 off-duty officers got champagne before he did, so he kicked them so hard their skulls cracked open. So I think he's not coming back to the Bills, but that's just me. That's just me. When you kick a cop's skull open, I don't think you should be back playing for Buffalo. That's just my opinion. Do you have an opinion?
Me?
I was talking about the audience.
The audience? Is anybody listening?
Tweet at Niagara124.
Is one of them Clay?
No, Clay.
Okay,
Clay has had us off for years. If Clay is playing us, give us a sign.
Yeah. I'm sorry for being me.
Yep. Let's see what we cover in here. Oh, so Archie Comics. You know how no one reads Archie Comics?
Yeah.
No one even knows what Archie Comics really is. But Jughead from Archie Comics, I know who that is allegedly asexual.
Jughead.
I don't know who Jughead is. I don't know I don't even know why this is news. Michael Bloomberg's going to try to run for president because, he's decided, hey, if Trump can run, I'll just run as an independent. Hey, folks, it's Totes My Goats.
Did that theme song come out yet, or?
I lasted 4 seconds into the theme song.
Can we play it? Can we play it on here?
It's at the end of the video, but sure, I have to find it. The entire video is awful.
I forgot to look that up because I don't care at all. I just want to hear it.
It's acoustic and it's bad. Well, it actually has the lyrics.
Is it? It's a video and then there's a theme song.
Is the video there? on.
A big hello to our friends in California. I got word we were in some news stations. Okay.
Will this actually load? It's from Time Warner Cable News. Okay, so this should be it.
Watch Totes My
And
Goats theme. Oh my god.
I'm terrified.
That-
Oh! 10 out of 10. Watch video. I don't care. Watch it.
This looks horrifying.
What? That was it? That was it? What was that? That's as far as I lasted in the original video, but if that's it... Okay, no, I'm gonna look up the actual, like, video, because that was, like... I mean, that's enough of that, but that is... Oh, he's no longer showing up since he got, charged with heroin possession.
Yeah.
So instead of getting a guy in a mask, we are now just putting a cardboard cutout of Totes.
Well, he was he was in that video.
I know, but that's it. That's the only time we're ever going to see him again. Okay, so we have to get to the end of this video.
Niagara Falls Totes My Goats sweet video. All caps. Solid Waste Refuse and Recycling Ordinance of Niagara Falls.
Oh.
That's not what SWEET stands for. Why is it capital? Oh no.
Oh.
Totes my goats, totes my goats. Do you recycle with totes my goats? Totes my goats, totes my goats. Learn about your cards with totes my goats. Totes my goats, totes my goats. Reducing your waste with totes my goats. Totes my goats, totes my goats. Greener Niagara with totes my goats. Totes my goats, totes my goats. Do you recycle with totes my goats? Totes my goats, totes my goats. Learn about your cards with totes my goats. Totes my goats, totes my goats. Reducing our waste with totes my goats. Totes my goats, totes my goats.
Please turn it off. I can't take it. It just keeps going. Turn it off. Turn it off. Get rid of it.
I can't.
No, turn it off.
No, it literally...
I love to recycle!
Okay, that was random. Why is she in a recycling bin? That's not even the recycling. What's going on?
Can I just ask? I just have one little question.
Well,
I just have one little question about that. What the hell was that? What the hell?
Ladies and gentlemen, now we know why we need to keep Guantanamo Bay open. That's what they used to that's the form of torture they used.
He was just standing there and kind of moving his arms around.
Yeah, that was
It was like
terrifying.
Drake in the Hotline Bling video, except less movement.
Less movement. Okay, I gotta find the link to this. And I'm gonna post it on our Facebook. And just, it's the last minute of the video is the theme song. It's just, can I find it in like videos? Yes, I can. Going to copy. I'm going to just make everyone suffer with us.
Are we? Why does that need to exist?
I don't know.
Do
It's worse. There's like this thing where this woman's talking about Mr. Recycling King, and I don't know who Mr. Recycling King is.
Mr.
There's like some guy standing there, and allegedly he's Mr. Recycling King.
Mr. Recycling King?
You really?
As in, or mystery. Mr. Recycling King or Mr. Recycling?
I don't know. Okay. I couldn't even watch the video. I tried to find the theme song, and I ended up with like Mr. Recycling King.
Oh no, we're opening the video gun. Just turn it down. Don't have it. Is it?
Recycling
Yeah,
and their garbage, which
turn
I
it down.
do on a
Don't have
weekly
it play.
basis.
I want to hear it.
Yes, he does it on a weekly basis, and he also scolds me on a weekly basis. Because he says, Marsha, you are putting the wrong things in the wrong places. And I'm like, okay, what do you mean? It's garbage. It's not garbage. He says, don't you know that you're wasting garbage bags because you're putting too much stuff in the garbage bags and you can just put them in the recycling bin?
Right.
And I'm like,
It saves the baggers.
wow, I didn't know that he was really into recycling. Because all my life, I just knew to throw it in the garbage. But Mr. Recycling King
Is it that guy?
has enlightened
Is he Mr.
me,
Recycling King?
And every week,
He's just a guy in a
he
blue
drives
shirt.
me crazy. Because he says, oh my God, who has done this? I don't understand why you can't put
Plastics, metals,
metals,
all
and
into the recycling.
I don't know
and I
what's
just
going
said,
on.
can we just
Can we
stop?
just turn this off now? Thank
Like,
you.
okay, folks, I honestly think we should just make Oh, I would say we should make a react video to this, but I don't think we're permitted to make
No, they got rid of the trademark.
Yeah, I heard they got
shut
rid of that because they were...
But Mr. Recycling King's just a guy in a blue striped polo shirt
Can
and
he
some
be the new
black
Totes McGoats?
pants.
I like how this video has just only slightly more likes than Mountie Hello. It's got 1,143.
That's views. That's not likes.
I meant views. Thank you for correcting
It has 11
me.
likes and 3 dislikes.
Yeah, Mountie Hello has 922 views.
All right, can we talk about something else now? I'm good. I
Okay.
don't want to deal with that anymore.
Yes, we can talk about that whole the Oregon militia thing.
The Oregon
that's
militia
over.
thing.
That's over.
Yes.
They're
Yes,
done.
yes.
Yep. Oh, also,
So that's over, okay. Yeah,
gravitational waves.
That's what I
from
wanted
the
to.
collide in black holes.
That's what I thought you were going to bring up when you said Oregon militia.
Einstein.
Nobody cares about the Oregon militia. Let's
No.
talk about space.
Let's talk about space. Einstein was right. Woo! Take
So
that.
what's basically going on with this? What is this?
That's it.
Gravitational
Okay,
waves?
gravitational
Yes.
waves from
If-
colliding black holes. That's the final test of Einstein's theory of relativity. So Einstein's theory of relativity is now correct. So everyone stop saying
So
that's
everyone
wrong.
else is wrong.
So everyone else is wrong.
Goodbye.
Take that, Stephen Hawking. I don't even know if Stephen Hawking was wrong. I just did not. That theory of everything movie was just kind of a
Theory
waste
of
of time.
everything.
And we gave Eddie Redmayne an Oscar, and then he was in Jupiter Ascending. I mean, that does not work.
So the black holes are gonna come kill us all, right?
Yes.
Yes. No, I don't know what that means.
I don't
Which
know.
means there's some waves coming. They're waving to us.
Waves.
It's like the ocean except in space.
What? What even? What? So yeah,
So yeah, is that it?
that's
Is that all we
of
have?
course that's it.
That's the end.
Are you?
That's the end of it?
Of course it is.
All right. How was your week, sir?
How horrible.
Horrible? Why?
I don't know. It was just
Oh,
it was just
okay.
a long. It's been a long week.
That's been a
I
long
had
week.
3 tests. They were great.
I had no test, but I have a test on Monday.
Ooh, lucky you.
I spent a lot of days working on my programming project. Programming kind of sucks. You have to solve lots of problems by yourself by Googling all the answers, Googling all the code that you need to. Okay, I'm just gonna fucking talk. Okay. All right, I don't
Hey
know. I'm
folks,
going on about
it's 231 days, 11 hours, 16 minutes, and 2 seconds until the Summit Park Mall opens up again.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's right. I've been countdown
nobody cares about that.
timering this thing. Oh, someone does care. Okay, so Sheepy tweeted about it, and someone tweeted back at Sheepy, wait, the actual mall's opening? So, and I was like, what? Who's actually tweeting back at
What?
Sheepy? This is weird. So I looked at the account, and all the account does is, talk about shopping malls.
Shopping malls.
There's just an account that talks about shopping malls. I was like, ooh.
I don't know. It might. I don't know. It just depends on what stores are gonna be in it.
I don't care about the stores. I just want the mall back. I do not care. It could be empty. There could be no stores and nothing. I just want my mall back. I just want to walk it. It's so fun to walk. You walk from Sears. You walk to Bantan. You walk from Bantan. You walk back to Sears. You stop at the food court. You buy some food, and then you walk back and forth again. I hope that this March 2nd meeting ends in yes. Please do this. I beg of you.
Please do this.
Please.
I beg of you.
Please.
Valentine's Day is this
Please.
weekend.
Yes. Come on, guys, until 2 o'clock. Buy a
Yeah, you
heart
can
for
come
a
buy some hearts, or you can buy something better than hearts.
You know what, Bobby? How about you stop?
What
no,
are you googling your name for? Oh, you're going to.
I'm going
website?
to my WordPress for my class. We had to do a radio story, and I did
On
it
what?
on the Summit Park Mall.
South Park Mall.
And it's beautiful because we had to pick from horrible public domain
Are
music.
we gonna listen to this?
So, yes, we are.
Oh, how long is it?
43 seconds.
Oh, okay. It's the same length as the original Totes and Goats video that you played. Is it gonna play Totes and Goats?
New life may be breathed into the Summit Park Mall in Wheatfield, New York. Developers are planning a 138,000 square foot sports and entertainment complex, complete with a domed stadium. Phase 1 of the project is expected to be opened in October of this year. This proposal is good news for Wheatfield, as the Summit Park Mall has sat mostly vacant since 2009. Nico Santangelo, CMS News, Niagara University.
Good job.
I love that music. He wouldn't look at it. Like, my professor would not actually listen to it. He's going around to everyone and listening to theirs, and he keeps looking at my, no, I'm not gonna. I got in that class at 12:40, class ends at 2. It was 11:56. He's like, fine, I'll listen to yours. And he's like, just go away,
Yeah,
Nico. Come on. Well, it was just a practice one.
Yeah.
So my voice, but he was happy, because it was really clear, because they used my Blue Yeti whiteout microphone.
Blue Yeti.
With pop filter.
Whoa. So, Deadpool came out today. You gonna go see Deadpool?
No, I'm not.
You're not
gonna
gonna see Deadpool?
Why would I go see Deadpool?
Oh, come on! Everybody's like the marketing for it has been amazing.
I know, that's why
It's
but
gonna be so good.
It's not my cup of tea, that kind of movie.
Oh. I want to go see it. I still have to see Star Wars too.
You still haven't seen?
I haven't seen
I'm
Star
gonna
Wars.
kick you.
I said that earlier.
I'm
I
gonna
haven't seen
kick
Star-
you in the shin. Except first, I'm gonna put a loaf of Wonder Bread on my foot so it doesn't hurt your shin enough. That way, it would just be kind of weird because you got kicked in the shin by a person covered in Wonder Bread.
Okay.
Yeah, America.
America.
Life.
The land of Wonder Bread.
Society.
Freedom. Freedom land.
Freedom land.
For the whites.
What was that?
No. That was a joke. I'm kidding.
You know what, Bobby? Ladies and gentlemen, it seems we have reached a point where Bobby is the offensive one.
No, I didn't. I wasn't being serious. I was making an observation based on the feelings of people in this nation. I don't know.
Then move to Canada.
Yeah, Canada has poutine, so I mean they're pretty
Oh,
good.
Canada, our
They also
home
have-
and native land.
They also have Fan Expo and Anime North.
True
So that's good
patriot
too.
love and all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee lie, the true
Alright.
north strong and free.
Is that the end?
Bobby doesn't know the words, we stand on guard for thee.
Every time I get the "Oh Canada" fries, they sing. They sing.
They do?
Yeah, they sing. They go "Oh Canada."
God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard
All right, can we stop?
for
Can
thee.
Can we?
Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for
I tried turning it off. It wouldn't work. All right, that sounds like a good ending.
Bye, folks.